It is a chilly morning in Central Florida. It has been in the 40s and 50s all morning, which is actually my favorite weather. Just look at this beautiful dappled sky above us in the Sprouts parking lot. Today, I'm thinking that we will be going down into Winter Haven. I don't spend a lot of time in Winter Haven, but I think I'll make an exception today. I'm wearing my chunk print Hawaiian shirt from the Goonies. It's a little Venus flytrap there. And I am wearing my neon Converse. Very, very 80s, because I'm going to go visit Arcade 80s, a store down there. They are hosting a chalk writing event in memory of Adam-the-Woo. They announced it last week that they would be doing it on Tuesday. And 80s memorabilia shops, little local places like that, I love them. I've never had an occasion to go to this place. Why not? Let's do it. Well, I've got quite a drive ahead of me, so let's talk. At Disneyland, my wife and I, one of our favorite little hidden things, our hidden Easter egg or hidden gem, is located in Frontierland, and it's something called the Halloween tree. It's an unassuming little tree tucked in a corner with a plaque. Now, this tree has been placed there and designated kind of in celebration of the author Ray Bradbury, who was the author of The Halloween Tree, Fahrenheit 451, among dozens and dozens of other classic books. Why am I talking about this right now? Well, in the last few months, I've been thinking a lot about loss and death, and Ray Bradbury actually had some very poignant things to say about death. Talking about his grandfather, Ray Bradbury is quoted as saying, "When I was a boy, my grandfather died, and he was a sculptor. He was also a very kind man who had a lot of love to give the world, and he helped clean up the slum in our town. And he made toys for us, and he did a million things in his lifetime. He was always busy with his hands. And when he died, I suddenly realized I wasn't crying for him at all, but for all the things he did. I cried because he would never do them again. He would never carve another piece of wood, or help us raise doves and pigeons in the backyard, or play the violin the way that he did, or tell us jokes the way he did. He was part of us when he died. All the actions stopped dead, and there was no one to do them just the way he did. He was an individual. He was an important man. I've never gotten over his death. Often I think that wonderful carving that never came to birth because he died. How many jokes are missing from the world, and how many homing pigeons untouched by his hands. He shaped the world. He did things to the world, and the world was bankrupted of 10 million fine actions the night he passed on. Ray Bradbury also said in the book Fahrenheit 451, "Everyone must leave something behind when he dies." My grandfather said, "A child, or a book, or a painting, or a house, or a wall, or a pair of shoes made, or a garden planted. Something your hand touched, some way, so your soul has somewhere to go when you die. And when people look at that tree or that flower you planted, you're there. It doesn't matter what you do," he said, "so long as you change something from the way it was before you touched it into something that's like you after you take your hands away. The difference between the man who just cuts lawns and a real gardener is in the touching," he said. the lawn cutter might as well not have been there at all. The gardener will be there a lifetime. I believe that. And I believe, in many ways, to those of you who may see this video, Adam was a gardener. He went all over the world, leaving his fingerprints wherever he went. So please join me as we spend a little time in a place where you can find some of those fingerprints. So I have arrived early, maybe about 10 minutes before the place opens at 12 noon, to check it out and see what can be seen. I always like to read the outside of a building before I actually go in and shop at it, so let's check out the Arcade 80s. First and foremost, we've already got started here. All sorts of messages of love and appreciation. For Adam. Wow. Good afternoon, how are you doing? Same here. I am a big Misfits fan, so I think I am going to walk away today with a new pen. Misfits pen, the Crimson Ghost here. So I'm really glad I got to come out here to Winter Haven, check out the Arcade 80s. Cool little place, retro vibe. It's nice, a lot of people are in there exchanging games.
buying stuff. I'm glad I got to participate in that. I'm glad I got to leave a small note in addition to what all the employees had already written. So yeah, it's a cool place. If you ever find yourself in Winter Haven, please come out, support small business, support local, and just, hey, drop in on them, check out what they got, see if there's something you like. It's a great little spot. While I'm out here, I just want to share something really cool. So this is a bus, but this is also a bus. But it's more than a bus, at least it used to be. This was actually a vegan restaurant that used to pop up. It was called Inner G Cafe down here, and it was actually amazing. You could just walk right up. There was, some seating in the back. Parking, kind of a nightmare to figure out where you should and shouldn't park over here. But you would just walk up to this bus. Inside of it were all of the kitchen machinations. Walk up the ramp to the window, place your order. In fact, I think you can still make out the lettering. Yep, Inner G Cafe. 100% plant-based foods. So, there you go. This is a roadside attraction for me. Used to eat here. Now you know.